Take 2 of the YouTube video, for fuck's sake. So yesterday, I attempted to film a leg session down at the coach. However, my camera died halfway through the video and I didn't want it to be a shit video. I didn't want it to cut out halfway through. So we're doing it again today. So this is the second time I recorded this intro. However, today will be a pull session at the coach. And yesterday I joined that gym. I cancelled my membership at Gains just because I don't need 3 memberships, you know? I'm working here as a PT, opening the gym, so I've got a gym membership here. And just in my opinion, I just prefer this gym in general, to be honest. The kit, community is just something fresh, and I'm not slating Gains at all. It's a great gym and I made so many good friends there, met so many people, but I think it was just time for something new for me personally. So yeah, like I said, now I'm gonna be training here and at the coach. The coach is about a 25-minute drive from mine, which isn't too bad, and it's definitely worth it. You know, the kit that's available there. I've got a couple of mates that train there already, so I'm going to be surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals. I'm looking forward to meeting new people there as well. So yeah, it's going to be good. And it's one of the best gyms in the country for pull, well, for probably any muscle group, to be honest. If you ever get a chance, go. It's fucking unreal. Unreal. So Charlie comes in at about 10 o'clock. I'm going to clean around the gym a little bit. When I get home, I'll do a little bit of work, catch up with the online team. And I also want to show you a couple of new bits that I got. So once I get home, try on a couple of bits, show you what I got, and you have to let me know what you think.
So if you're suffering with any kind of knee pain when you squat, this is a great move to do. They're called Spanish squats. You basically put a resistance band around something stationary, put it around the back of your legs and sit into a squat and hold that position for about 10 seconds. You want to just come as low as you can, but if you come down to the point where you start feeling knee pain, then back off the movement and stop just before that point where you feel pain. I did a full video on how I rehabbed my patellar tendonitis, so if you go back through, give that a watch, hopefully it helps.
Welcome back to the den. I'm going to give you a quick run through of how I make my chicken go from shit to not so shit. I've been using the same seasonings now for probably about 1.5 years, I would say. And I'm going to let you into a little secret here. Don't buy these little pots from supermarkets because they last about a month max. You can buy these fat ones from Amazon, and that is paprika, and I think that cost me £2 or £3. So it's not even far off the smaller ones, but these last like 6 to 8 months. For my chicken, I use paprika, fajita seasoning, a little bit of oregano, low salt, and a dash of rapeseed oil. Is that how you say rapeseed or rapeseed? I think it's rapeseed. So 1,000 grams of chicken in a big bowl. Mix all the seasonings in, stir, stir, stir. In the air fryer at 205 for 20 minutes. Comes out absolutely top notch. Another thing is, if you don't do this, it's probably better. Well, it's more accurate to weigh your food out raw, because if you weigh it out raw and then cook it, obviously they're going to be different weights. Same thing goes for rice, potatoes. Majority of foods that you cook are going to have a different weight when they're raw to when they're cooked. So to make sure everything's accurate, it's better to weigh it out raw. So like I said, 1,000 grams, mix that all together in there, and I'll show you when it's done. And the big reveal. Oh. That's food porn, that. So, each meal has 250 grams of chicken in. There's 1,000 grams there, or 1 kilo. So I need to take that, divide it by 4, because 1,000 divided by 250 is 4. As I said before, cooked and raw weight is different. So I've weighed it out raw, now cooked it. Now I'm gonna weigh it all out in one container, which is that one just there. Once I've got that figure, I divide the number by 4 and then make a note of it on my phone, and I know that I need that much chicken in each meal. Make sense? Good. That's good to hear, man. It seems like the changes that we made are definitely taking an effect now. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure it will continue to drop down. And obviously, if we need to make any further changes going into next week's check-in, or this week's check-in I should say, then we will. But by the sounds of things, it's dropping nicely, so we probably won't need to make any changes. But just keep on top of things, mate, and just keep plowing on. Right, so we're going to do a little recent pickup clothing haul type segment, if you want to call it that. I'm very much into fashion. I've got an expensive taste, unfortunately. Although I do try to not spend too much money on clothing, I do like to treat myself every now and again. So I'm going to show you some things that I got recently. Let me know what you think. So firstly, this Represent top. I really like Represent stuff. Really, really nice. I first discovered it, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Honestly, I would have a wardrobe full of Represent stuff if I could afford it, but unfortunately I'm not rich. I'm one of those people as well that I'll look at the new drops, I'll add a shit ton of stuff to my basket and never check out. But this is what we've got. We've got these Zara baggy jeans that I got recently as well, along with the oversized top. Air Force Ones, which I've had for a long time, but this is the first fit. Next up, we have this grey oversized Cole Buxton top. I really, really like Cole Buxton stuff as well. This is like a little bit thicker than the Represent top. The quality feels a little bit better, but yeah, in general, really, really nice. As you can see, slightly oversized. I think this is a large. I also got an XL, which is like a fucking parachute, which I'll show you in a minute. Maybe a bit too big, but I'm gonna grow anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, same jeans as before. That's that one. Now we're gonna get fully naked. I don't know if anybody else struggles with this, but when you train and your legs get a certain size, it's fucking impossible to find jeans that fit you properly. So when you do, it's a good moment. So these are some new jeans that I got the other day from ASOS. The brand is Lee, and they fit very nicely. So they are carpenter style jean. You can see they've got the loops here as well with the back loops. I paired those with some Adidas Premier kicks and the other Cole Buxton parachute top. Like I said, this is an XL. That's the more luxury designer side of things. I also picked up, we've got a jacket here, bear with. I also got this from Zara. It's kind of like a shirt jacket. To be honest, I haven't worn this much, but I really like it. Shirt jacket sort of vibe. Yeah, I really like this. What the fuck am I doing? And the final thing I got is this Nike long sleeve grey top. Now, this isn't usually something I would wear. However, I saw this and I really liked it. You can wear it to the gym, lounge around the house. Obviously, summer's coming up, it's very breathable. It's actually a running top. Not that I'm ever gonna fucking run, but I liked it, so yeah. I guess you can either wear it baggy or tucked in. I quite like the tucked in look, to be honest. And that is it for the clothing haul. Like I said, I try not to spend too much money on clothes because it's just superficial things you don't really need. I'd rather spend more money on building my business, on things that's going to help me further in life. But everybody needs to treat themselves every now and again. It makes me feel good. So like I said, probably once a month I'll do a little bit of a shop, treat myself to a couple of bits. The Cole Buxton stuff I got before I went to Prague because I needed some nice tops to wear out. Recently I got this and the jeans, and then the other bits were from a bit earlier on in the year. But yeah, they're the recent pickups. Okay, so I did this chat yesterday in the car. Obviously, like I said earlier, kind of just abandoned that YouTube video because my camera died halfway through. So I wanted to talk again and refine the chat that I had yesterday a little bit because there's some things that I want to add. And what I spoke about was how to train hard, how you can learn how to train harder, because you don't just join the gym and train balls to the wall every single set to failure straight away. Firstly, your body just can't recover from that. And secondly, you most likely haven't got the pain threshold to be able to take it there every single set and do it safely. So it's a work in progress, you know, it's learned over a long period of time, and it's something that I try to teach to my clients, how to train harder. I wanted to give you some tips on how I encourage other clients and, you know, other people that I talk to how to train harder. So firstly, a really good tip that helped me learn how to train harder and progress faster was train with people that train harder than you, because they will push you past what you think you're capable of. It's why I encourage my clients to come and train with me, because they think they can take sets to failure, or they think they train hard enough. They train with me and they realise they don't train hard enough. It's as simple as that. Talk to people in your gym that look like they know what they're doing. Not necessarily the biggest guy in the room, but just try and have conversations with people in your gym or around your area, or people you follow on Instagram that are local to you. Message them, make a friend, reach out, say, do you mind if we train together, or would you be up for training together at some point? Sweet. And then you can learn so much from that person. Next point is track your numbers in a logbook. When I started doing this, I knew I had previous numbers to beat from the week prior. So I knew that I had to push myself harder than the previous week. If I'm using the same weights and I need to get a couple more reps, 1 rep, 2 rep, 3 reps, however many I'm going for, then I need to obviously train harder and push myself further to be able to do that. So tracking your numbers is a great way to keep yourself accountable. And that leads on to my next point, is holding yourself accountable in the gym, because a lot of people train by themselves. If you have a training partner that's pushing you, then great, that helps a lot obviously. But if you train by yourself, it's very easy to not take sets all the way there because nobody's there pushing you. You know, you might get towards the back end of the set, it gets a bit uncomfortable, and you just kind of stop because you're like, okay, that's enough. I'm in pain now. I need to stop. When in fact, you probably could have got another 3, 4, 5 reps. And that follows on to my next point. Record your sets, because if you film your sets, you can watch them back, you can look at the speed of your last rep. If it's the same speed or very similar speed to your first rep, then you know you're miles away from failure. Now, the final point is, when it comes to training to failure or just training hard in general, most people, well, basically everybody finds it a lot easier to take sets on upper body to failure. When it comes to legs, it's a whole different ballgame. Oh, police car, put the camera down. Yeah, when it comes to legs, it's a whole different ballgame. You need to constantly push the envelope and take sets closer and closer to failure to increase your pain threshold. It's as simple as that. You shouldn't let your form crumble just to get a few more reps. You see it all the time, people on the leg press load it up to the 9s and just basically bend their knee slightly and extend it back. That's gonna do fuck all. Get good depth, maintain your depth as you increase the weights up while staying in a calorie surplus and managing all of the other variables outside of the gym. Things like sleep, stress, hydration, nutrition. There's so many things that come into it outside of the gym as well. You know, you spend max an hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym. There's another 23 hours in the day where you need to be doing what you can to boost recovery and boost performance in the gym for the next time you go in there. So I hope those tips helped. If you've got any questions at all, DM me. I do a lot of this kind of content on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on there already, follow me. It's Jan_Pex. I'm on my way to the gym now, so I'm gonna stop waffling, slam my pre-workout, get some blaring tunes on, and train a bit of pool. I don't know if you can hear me, but the kit in this gym is so good. I'm in love with this Cybex Bravo piece, the back pad, just everything. It's so quiet in here as well. There's literally like 6 other people in here, so I've basically got the whole gym to myself. Music's good. I'll jump in the posing room after, but I've just got a big smile on my face throughout the whole time. I love it. You're not filming in fucking slow motion anymore. I did it again. Do you know what it is? There's a setting on top of the camera that's close to the record button, and I keep clicking it and it changes it to slow motion. So I recorded the back end of that session in slow motion, but when I edit this, I'll be able to speed it up, so don't worry. It's a CBD vape. Muscle and Mind sell these. A great little product. First time trying any kind of CBD product. And I definitely felt the effects, for sure. Like, after about half an hour, I just felt really chilled and relaxed. Like, there was kind of like a bit of a very slight numbness behind my eyes. Like, when you feel high, you kind of go like this a little bit and you just feel baked. And it was kind of very subtly similar to that, I would say. Like, you can definitely feel like a bit of a haze behind your eyes. It's weird. But yeah, chills you out. Good for post-workout, pre-bed, that kind of thing. If you feel like you're a highly stressed person, then CBD products are a great thing, or a great tool. But that will wrap it up for today's video. I'm going to edit this video now. What else do I want to say? That pool session was incredible. I really, really enjoyed it. There were so many points where I just kind of stopped and started smiling to myself because the kit just feels unbelievable. Everything just feels so smooth, like how it's made. You can just tell a lot of thought gets put into it. The cable stack itself, the Cybex Bravo, it's the first time using that kind of cable stack, and just small details that make it such an incredible cable stack. And I'm so lucky to be training at that gym, for sure. As well as Muscle and Mind, I'll be training at both gyms most likely. So yeah, I adjusted my training plan earlier today, so I'm excited to get stuck into that, set some baseline numbers and aim to progress. I'm going to run 2 rotations as well. What I mean by that is I'll have one set of workouts from Monday to Sunday, so 1 to 7 days, and then instead of going back to the start and redoing that same workout, those 7 workouts, I'll go back to Monday but then have 7 new workouts, so there'll be 14 different workouts. And then once I've done that 14th, or the 14th day I should say, then I'll go back to the original first workout. So not 14 workouts, sorry, there'll be 10 workouts in total because I have 2 rest days per week. But we will leave it there. If you've got any questions about training plans, or just if you're stuck with absolutely anything, message me. I'm always happy to help. I don't want people to think it's a burden messaging me. Literally, I reach out to people offering to help. So if you're stuck with anything at all, and if you feel like you're stalling with your progression a little bit, reach out. I'm happy to help. But that's it for today, people. Hope everyone has a good day, good week, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.